Fox show is gonna be on the red carpet doing her Xavia Fox red carpet thing.
Hey everybody! Yeehaw! Oh, can't win, not in the game. Give me a beat.
A lot of men cheat at the rate that they do because there's so many women in the cheating pool. Okay? And if there wasn't as many women in the cheating pool, then there wouldn't be so many opportunities, number one. Number two, he said, women who sleep with married men and women who sleep with guys for corn chips and other little stupid things like that, like for nothing.
Serious?
Okay, no, I don't mean literally, but women who sleep with men for like literally nothing, just to be doing it, really kind of, they're not helping men and guiding men toward relationships. In other words, whores are messing it up for decent women. Okay? Because a lot of guys have gotten to the point where they don't even really feel they want to date a woman. Why do I have to take you out on a date?
Yeah.
Dating is over. Let's just have sex. I'll go get some 6 wings from Harold's, and we can get some Hennessy, and we can go to this cheap motel over here. I can go to your place, and we can just have sex. Okay? But women who are lowering their standards and having sex for literally nothing is messing up the dating situation for women who want to be dined and dated and courted. You know, nobody courts anymore. Well, very few people.
Thing is by the dude that comes to me talking about, hey, chick, first day, can I come over your house or can I bring some heroin in? That's offensive to me. Why would you even think you can talk to me like that?
Because so many other women have said, yeah, okay.
I actually had a guy that tried to do that with me, Harold's Chicken,
Yeah, you told me that.
and he brought a bottle of vodka, which he wound up drinking all my vodka. But yeah, he actually tried to do that because I guess it worked with all the other women.
There you go.
But you know, I really wasn't having that. and then on top of that, he brought the Harold's Chicken. I think he brought a 12-piece, but he brought it so that we could share it.
You can have your own 12?
I couldn't even have my own. You know, I was one of the 6-piece, but you know, it's only one order fries.
Yeah,
Get your own 6-piece.
So he wanted y'all to split it.
Yeah, we had to split it.
No, that's just a cheap brother.
But he wanted some sex though.
But he ain't gonna get none of that. But he had money. he pulls up in his Mercedes, his convertible Mercedes.
Oh wait, that's just a show.
Okay, well let's say this. Just because when a guy pulls up in a Mercedes doesn't mean he's got money. It means he's got a note.
That's true.
Okay,
That's
so
true.
Sometimes those are the guys that don't really have money.
But I happen to know he does actually have some money.
Well, it may not even be his Mercedes.
There you go. He could be rented.
He was actually just, you know, I think that he was accustomed to because see, there's this other thing that goes on because men know that there are some women that are there with them because they have money. So they know that these women want to be with them and will jump through hoops because they have money. Fortunately, I'm not interested in your money. So unless you treat me right, then the rest of it doesn't really matter. If you don't have no money, if you got money, I ain't getting none of it. Ain't my money. So why should I be impressed with your money?
You don't have to have no money.
You know,
you just gotta be.
No.
You just gotta be. Hey.
No.
If you don't have any money, how you gonna take care of dinner?
Well, a lot of women are saying they don't care about that.
Exactly.
A lot of women just want.
Even no content for the Harold's Chicken. You don't even content for you for Harold's Chicken.
But a lot of women are saying that doesn't matter. They just want this guy to have that third leg. That's all.
What happened was I did Sexy Saturday and I asked different questions, you know. And one of the questions that I asked the men per se was, would you rather have a woman with a banging body or that was sexually conservative, or would you rather have a woman like Twiggy or kind of built like a boy that was a freak? And so the men all said pretty much that they wanted the woman with the banging body because they could teach her how to do the rest of the stuff, even though she was sexually conservative. And then one of my co-hosts hopped up on the hopped up on my page and said that because there were a couple women that were talking about how men had told them they had the greatest coochie, and you know they had the snapper, and how men were so strung out on their sex, you know, and they were having that conversation. But but there was a guy that asked if either one of those women were married with their good coochie and all that kind of stuff. And neither of those women are married, and I don't think either of them are actually in relationships either. But they were talking about how men had, said they had such good sex. So, this co-host of mine decided to come on and say, for every woman with good pussy, there's a man that's tired of fucking her. So I want to know, is that true, and where does that whole thing come from? Is it true, because men do tell women, and I'm sure the ladies on the line have been told, and I've heard it too, y'all tell us, oh, you got the great stuff.
Wait. Let me say this.
Let's define first.
Let me say this. I think it was Keith that said that. But I don't want to. Okay, it was me. But I didn't exactly use the vernacular. I said, for every sexy hot woman you find me, I can tell you and show you a man that's tired of sleeping with her, and that's the truth. So all of the women that are bragging about how hot they are in bed and all of that.
But don't we do that too?
Again, we go back to my analogy. A man can get a woman anytime he gets ready. Anytime. So we got it like that. That's just the way it is. But
I can get a man anytime I want.
You get sex.
No.
I'm talking about a relationship.
I can have a relationship.
A relationship.
It might not be with a man that I
You can get a relationship anytime they want, but a woman can't?
No, she can't. No. Because if she could,
Hold on. Make sure you're saying this is Jeff.
No, this is me.
This is Jeff saying this.
I'm gonna back it up. If a woman can get a relationship with a man anytime she got ready to, we wouldn't have over 70% of women single.
That's probably true. I actually agree with that. Because there are a lot of women that desire a relationship.
No, that's not true.
I just said that.
That's not true.
I just said that.
That's not true. The ones that are out here, can we be honest? A lot of women are single because the guys that they want don't want them. Now that's it. That's right. And then a lot of the guys that do want them, they don't want the guys. So a lot of them are single because they're too short, or their eyebrows connect, or they make $60,000 a year instead of $100,000 a year, or they driving a Volvo instead of a Benz. Silly teenage stuff that some of these women do. But as I said before, and I stick by it, a man can get a relationship whenever he gets ready. Women cannot. Because if they could, they would.
But not necessarily a relationship.
Say again?
But a man can get sex when he gets ready, but not necessarily a relationship.
A man can get a relationship anytime he get ready.
A man can get sex before a relationship.
He can get them both. They can get them both. Anytime he get ready. All he got to do is, it's over 70% women out here that are single. If a man can get a divorce today and to be in a relationship in another week or two.
They don't have to wait a week or two.
They ain't got to wait a week or two. And she can get sex. She can get sex. She can't get a man to commit. Women cannot get men to, it's hard for them to get men to commit.
Jeff, you are causing problems, man.
I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. That's why most of them are single.
What do you mean by commit?
Commit to them.
Oh, commit.
Yeah.
And you know what? That is true because there's so many women that say that.
So what you're saying is that a woman is more committing than a man is?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is a man can get in a committed relationship whenever he gets ready to. Women cannot. And statistics.
And the reasoning against that is, I'm not understanding.
The reasoning behind that is that women have to wait to be approached for a relationship.
Hold on, Jeff.
They can approach men, but that doesn't mean that the man is going to say, okay.
Why wouldn't
Most of them are not.
Why wouldn't we? First, you
we don't have to.
What do you mean we don't have to?
We don't have to.
Look, Jeff, come on, man.
It's the truth.
Now, I cannot agree with that.
What man can say what you want in a woman
Exactly.
Yes, she can.
What I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, and I may be wrong, incorrect me if I'm wrong. Let me try to help you. Let me try to help you, Denise. What Jeff is essentially saying is, I'll give you my example. The last 3 gentlemen that I dated, when I came to them originally, I said, hey, I want a committed exclusive relationship. They all 3 said, no, I don't want a committed exclusive relationship. I want to see you, I want to wine and dine you, I want to screw you, but I don't want a committed relationship. I asked the question, why? Because I'm not ready, because I can do whatever I want to, and I don't want everything that goes along with the commitment of a relationship, but I want you to just do what I say do, when I say do it, how I say do it, and be okay with that. And so for me, I can't get a committed relationship out of that man, because even though I've expressed it, he's expressed to me, no, I'm not doing it. So it's up to me to decide, do I want to accept a friends with benefit situation because that's all he has to offer, or do I come out of that and then go try to date somebody else because I want a committed exclusive relationship. It's easy for it's easy for the man to keep telling people, no, I don't want a committed exclusive relationship, because he can continually get the friends with benefit situation. When he decides, now I'm ready for a relationship, he can call whoever, and within days.
Thank you very much, Tish. Thank you very much. That's what I'm saying.
We can't go to a man and say, like, I went to that one dude and I was like, hey, I want a relationship. He was like, well, I don't. Now, I can't say, well, dude, you going to be in a relationship with me because I told you that's what I wanted. He's letting me know I don't have that option to be in a relationship with him. So if I want a committed exclusive relationship, I got to drop him and go to the next guy. Go to the next guy. Hey, I want a committed exclusive relationship. He said, no, I want a friends with benefits relationship. You can do that or not. I say, no, and I go to the next guy. I'm continuing going to guys because my window of opportunity is not the same as the man. Now, flip that. There were 2 or 3 guys that I knew of that we were just friends for benefits. Next thing I know, everybody's getting married. Married to who? Because you wasn't trying to get married when we were friends with benefits and you told me it was okay.
It was the snapper. Hey, Tish, it was the snapper.
Yes. I openly admit that. So I realized if I want to commit an exclusive relationship, I can't be in the friends with benefits pool, and I can't go to anybody. I gotta wait and hold myself and do the right thing that I know to be right, and wait for that situation to come to me. I can't go chase it.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Tish. Thank you.
Tish, to you, why is it that you're asking for a relationship with men that do not want to commit to a relationship, for men who want a friend or friends with benefits, as opposed to dealing with someone who wants the same thing you want? We have the same ideas you want. We have the same mentality. We have the same ambition. I haven't met him. I have not met that guy that said, I want a committed, exclusive relationship with you and you only. I've been divorced for 4 years now. I have not in 4 years in 2 states met a man that said, I want a committed.
She said 4 years in 2 states.
And I know it's because they've been having too much fun with the friends with benefits situation. And yes, I admit, I'm dating the wrong guys. I know that. But coming through that, I'm learning better, so I'm doing better. But throughout that growth process, these men don't want it, so I got to keep going until the man that wants it finds me. And I agree with that. So I waste time on someone who don't want it. I mean, it's just like being in an abusive relationship. You keep, not you per se, but if the woman keeps attracting the same old kind of man, the same mentality, doing the same thing, the same thing, and the same thing, why would you expect a different outcome?
I think Tish was saying exactly what I was trying to.
Well, I mean, I understand what she's saying. I understand what you're saying. But I don't agree with men can get in a relationship quicker or can have a relationship quicker than a woman could, because it's all just sex. I mean, sex is not a relationship, and I don't think women are as gullible as what it sounds like I'm hearing, and I may be wrong, but what it sounds like I'm hearing is that, women are more gullible. Women can, we have a harder time to get in relationships than men do. I just don't believe that. I don't don't believe that and I don't accept that.
Well, the thing is,
Women are not gullible. Women are not gullible, but women are more willing to be in a committed relationship. So when the man says, I'm ready, it's not hard for the man to find a woman who wants to be in a committed relationship because so many women want them and not enough men do. So it ain't hard to find a woman that, you can go to 4 or 5 women and say, do you want a committed relationship? I bet you 4 out of the 5 will say yes. If you ask 4 out of 5 men do they want a committed relationship, they're going to say no. You'd be hard pressed to find one man that'll say yes out of 2.
That's true.
Well, I'm a man that says yes.
I'll share my experience like the last relationship I had. I think I was in here for about 3 months, and I wanted a relationship at that time. And at the 3 months, he's talking about moving in, exchanging keys, marriage, and all of that stuff. Now, that was just a little too fast for me. Now, I felt for him, I had feelings for him, I enjoyed being with him, but and I wanted a relationship. I didn't want the kind of relationship we wanted, the cohabitating relationship, and living as you're married, and so you're married and you're not married. That's not what I wanted. Then I had another one who was head over heels in love and want to get married and always talking about relationship to the point where I got sick and tired of talking to him even on the phone because I didn't want him to bring that up. And then he turned around, and again, I wanted a relationship, but I did not want at that time the kind of relationship that they were talking about having. So I guess my experience is a little different. I think that's probably why I don't really believe that because of what my experiences have been.
there's an exception to every rule.
Hey, Denese.
Okay, there's an exception to every rule.
Denese,
Yes.
let me ask you a question. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, you stated that you were in a relationship for 3 months with a young man, right?
No, I said that we were in one at that time when he first brought it up, we probably made our 1 month anniversary. When he was talking about moving in and marriage, we probably were dating around 3 months at that time.
Okay, so at the time of the 3 months, and he was already talking about moving in, obviously you had not given anything to him yet, right?
No, I didn't put it to him.
You had already gave him the cootie, right?
There it is. She gave him the
You
cookie.
already gave him the cootie, right?
She gave him the cookie.
See, you left that little part out.
She left that
You
little
left
tidbit
that
out.
little bit of part out of there. You gotta be, if you're gonna give up the cootie within 3 months, what do you actually expect a man to do if he's already getting it?
Wait a minute. I'm not saying that.
I'm not saying too many times.
Rachel, wait a minute. I'm not saying that I did not want a relationship. I didn't want a relationship and I was in a relationship with him. However, at 3 months, that was just way too soon. I felt that he was pushing it for some other. I tell you, I'm not gonna knock that because he probably did have feelings. He probably did have feelings for me, and I'm gonna knock that. But at 3 months, that was just way too soon. We were already in a relationship, and it was going well. So at 3 months, it's still brand new. Shit, a baby at 3 months is still waking up in the middle of the night. Damn.
So you just,
That was just a way too soon. Had he had the same feeling a year down the line, then yeah, I would have considered.
so what you saying is you possibly threw away a good man. Is that what you saying?
And no, he was not a good man.
Okay, how do you know he wasn't a good man? Now, here's a man that wanted to be in a committed relationship with you. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it was either you or Tish that said that out of 5 men, only 1 man, maybe 1 man, said that they wanted to be in a committed relationship. Now, this man wanted to be in a committed relationship with you, and you said it was too soon.
Well, that's because
So what-
the things that I was considering.
Well, you can't have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways.
Let me finish. There were other things that I considered, like employment stability, credit, child support, tax liabilities.
Oh my
All
God.
that becomes mine. And so, so the relationship is fine. He was fine with that. And when you start talking about the heavy stuff that really matters, that in addition to being in love, some other stuff you got to really take a consideration in. Like, you know, credit because that messy credit becomes yours, mine becomes his. So you gotta, I have to think about that kind of stuff. You know, I thought that employment-wise, he was employed, but I think the ambition to do better was not there. He was okay with just being complacent in that spot that you're in and never having the desire to grow and advance and move forward. And so what I realized is that life was going to become mine.
Now let me
Wait, hold on, Denise, hold on a second, because you know one of the things that we want to do on this show and what I try to do on my Facebook page is to educate and expand the horizons as to how men may see you or any other woman or myself or whatever. So as we talk as women and men make comments, you know, we need to be aware that there is going to be, because there's not only one person that has the opinion. The thing about it is there's going to be more than just one person that has the same opinion. That's why I talk about different stuff on the page, because there's always more than one person going through the same thing. So I'm going to say this, and it's going to kind of put my guys on the spot a little bit. And the fact that we only got 29 minutes left, we're going to have to get it out. So as you were talking, can you hear me, Denise? Okay, as we were talking and the guys were listening to you, you'll see it on the show. They were looking at each other and the comment was said, she's one of those kind of women. Now,
And my comment ends with, on your plan, who cares?
okay, but you know what? Okay, who cares as it comes from, wait, hold on. I know that you have that attitude now.
Yeah, because I want to know what they meant by that.
But okay, but hold on a second. I want to address this to Denise first, because you say who cares, but then what if the man that you ultimately wants to be with looks at you and says she's one of those kind of women?
Well, one of those kind of women. Who cares about? Because if you say that I'm one of those kind of women that cares about a person's credit, then yes, I am. If you're one of those kind of women that I prefer that you make $10 as opposed to $8, then yes, I am. If you're one of those kind of women, if I'm one of those kind of women who don't want your $16,000 tax liability to become mine, then yes, I am one of those kind of women. And there's nothing wrong with that. That comes along with what you all talk about or discuss about standards. So if I'm not going to let my marriage become his mess.
So they said that hey, hold on, okay, Denise, hold on. Keith wants to say something to you.
So my question to you is, I'm sure you already knew about his credit and all those things before you gave him your body. Your body is supposed to be your temple. You understand what I'm saying? So once you gave this man your body, you're letting him know that there's the one that actually wanted to be in a relationship with you, you gave him your body, which is letting this man know that the possibility of him being with you was looking good. But then when you brought all in that other stuff about the credit, the child support, all of these things, which you already knew about before you gave him your body, what was the purpose of going all the way with him then?
Because we're in a relationship. We're in a relationship. Now, when you talk about, when you're taking that relationship and you're advancing it to another level, then you start talking about different things that are important to you. Sex is important, and yes, my body is so is yours, is the temple, if you will. But when you go for each, for me, a
So wait, hey, Denise, let me ask you this. So what you're saying is that essentially is that this guy cool enough, his credit and all of that, it was okay enough for you to sleep with him, but not to marry him.
Absolutely, because you know what? When I'm in a relationship with him and I still have my own last name, I'm responsible for my own self.
But
So aren't you one of those women?
Denise, oh Lord, Denise,
That's right.
Denise, okay, hold on 1 second, Denise. Can I ask you a question? I understand I understand what you're saying about marriage. I understand that. But what value do you place on your body? I mean, at what point do you say, well, this dude, his credit is bad, he's got these other things going on, we're never going to get married, so I shouldn't even sleep with him. Why even sleep with him?
I didn't say we were never going to get married. You didn't hear me say that.
No, you let him go.
We were never going to get married. I said in 3 months we wasn't.
Oh,
But
okay.
you're not with him anymore now, right?
I said.
Are you all still together?
I didn't say we were never going to get married. I said in 3 months we wasn't going to get married.
Are you
As
still?
the relationship progress, the other things came into play.
Are you all still together now?
No, we're not.
Okay, baby. Okay,
We're
baby.
not together because he cheated.
And what? Say that again. Say that again.
Wait. And I had one of those women.
I love the controversy. Whenever I start talking, it just set people off.